2-1. We won 2-1. And what did I say in my prediction video before the game? I said 2-1. Now, was this a beautiful, free-flowing game with plentiful attacks and beautiful heel kicks and, half volleys and all kinds of stuff? No. It was a soccer game, like 90% of the soccer games are. You fight to the end and you win the game. Now, to those fans out there who can't appreciate a win, I say go take a hike and suck on the fucking pipe, okay? This is a win and we're back in business. I don't want to hear it about individual brilliance or lack of tactics or blah blah blah. If you are one of those fans, you are a fake fan. You are not what we want to have around the team, okay? You might not agree with his tactics. You might not agree with the tactics that were put forward in the game or has been put forward in multiple games. That's your problem. We won the game in Champions League. We are in third place in the group stage with 3 points. Young Boys has 3 points, but because they beat us on individual, like they're ahead of us. And of course, then you have Atalanta up front of us on 4 points. So Villareal has 1 point in last place. We have 3 points. Young Boys has 3 points. Atalanta has 4. This group is wide open right now, as I see it. And we're going to meet Young Boys at home. We're going to meet Atalanta at home. If we take care of business there, guess what? We are going through. So if you don't like it, go and take a hike. Suck on that negativity pipe that you have laying somewhere. Now let's go back into the game and see what happened. We had the possession of the ball. We had the pressure. We had the majority of that. Villareal was dangerous. They're a good team. Don't get me wrong. They have a good team, a good coach, good players. But you saw what happened. They changed. Here's the thing. Their first 11 is very good. Then they changed 5 players. And you can see that their level drops like multiple levels. And we come back in the game in the last 15 minutes because they changed out 5 of their starting 11. That's Villareal for you. As soon as they changed it, we got more and more chances. And at the end, we could have scored 2 or 3 more goals. We could have. The only thing that I didn't agree with in this game is Cavani came on way too late. We saw it against Aston Villa and we saw it again. As soon as Cavani comes on the field, we stretch the back 4. His runs are lethal. So we need Cavani on. If you want to use him as a sub, that's fine. But at least get him on at half time. Let him go out and warm up during the halftime, and when the second half starts, Cavani comes on. He needs 45 minutes. He is a game changer. Yes, Ronaldo has that luck of popping up out of nowhere and score a goal. But you know what? When it comes to finishes and runs, for most of the game, I didn't see Ronaldo that much. He was kind of lost in this game. But Cavani, he is there. He is a presence. You see, as soon as he comes on the field, he attracts 2 players. That's even more than what Cristiano Ronaldo attracts. Because people know that, when it comes to finishing, here's the thing. When it comes to finishing, head and feet and whatever, Cavani is a better player than Ronaldo. Ronaldo has this ability to be at the right time, at the right place all the time. To a certain degree, Cavani also does. But Cavani has these runs, and people are afraid to take their eyes off him, so they have like one guy following Cavani all the time. And sometimes they double stack him. That's what gives the room to Ronaldo many times now. And in this game, you saw that Lingard came on at the end. He got 5-6 minutes or something like that. And 7 minutes maybe. He had the assist to Ronaldo. So don't give me this tactic bullshit, okay? This was, if he hadn't put on Cavani, Matic, Fred, and Lingard, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened. So this was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tactic. I'm going to put on Cavani at this time, and Matic just this time, and Fred and Lingard is going to come on to do the last 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, okay? That was his tactic, to see if they could tip the scale in their favor. And oh my god, did they? Fred was involved in this from the beginning at the attack. His involvement on the sideline, getting the ball in and around, and he was involved with touches, and all of a sudden the ball was in the middle. Lingard gives it a little tap to Ronaldo, who from an almost impossible angle shoots it via the goalkeeper's hand and in goal. So this was a team goal. If you want to look it up, this was not individual brilliance. This was a team goal based on last-minute tactics. That's how you win games sometimes. Sometimes you win games at the very, very end. Sometimes you win it in overtime. Do I need to remind you of 1999 Champions League final against Bayern Munich? Do I need to remind people about that? We were under 1-0 for the most of the game. We should have lost 5-0, but because of the 2 subs in the last 4 or 5 minutes of that game, we win it 2-1. Same exact fucking scenario as this game. So don't come and give me this bullshit about Ole out because he doesn't have tactics or something. What I saw in this game, however, is that players, and you can't fault Ole for this. All I see Ole giving, if you have played soccer at a certain level, I have over 22, 3 or 4 years of active soccer on pro level. When you see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the signs that he gives and the communication he gives to the other, Phelan and the others, and Phelan stands there and direct them, it tells you he wants a faster speed, more direct, up there. But then you see players go because they can't find room, because Villareal is staying back with 8 to 9 men. They have 2 that is like roaming around on midfield in the mid circle. The rest of them are defending their 18-yard box. So you're trying to go side to side to open up, and then you'd have a sticker here and there. What I saw was, and this is why he took Pogba off, Pogba was kind of passive today. And you saw Ronaldo, for 95% of the game, Ronaldo was very anonymous. He was like, where is Ronaldo? At 60 minutes, I was like, where is Ronaldo? And this happened in the first half too. But I was like, where is Ronaldo? And why is Pogba half running? He's like, okay. And you saw the same a little bit with McTominay sometimes, but it was more on and off. You had a couple of moments where Varane had a little bit of a scare up. Same with Lindelof, but I think Lindelof played good today. Telles played good. Wonderful, wonderful goal from Telles. My lordy, was that a worldie? That was a full volley from a Bruno free kick, and you could see they had done this on the training ground, because when they were standing by the ball, it was Bruno and Telles talking to each other. Telles go to the back post, back corner of the 18-yard box. Bruno was giving directions, verbal directions, and he just pinpointed that ball to Telles, and Telles didn't hesitate. He just whacked that ball on full volley into the far corner. This is training ground trained and rehearsed. They have done this on the training ground many times. This is set pieces. This is something they have been training to do. So don't give me this bullshit about luck, individual brilliance, and no tactics and blah blah blah. If you're that type of fan, you know what? Go and take a hike. Go and do something with your mother or something. But this was a perfect example of not all games are beautiful paintings, and not all games are gonna go your way all the time. We have had a little bit of a bad spell. You know, we struggled against West Ham. We won 2-1. Some people say, oh, it was luck. It was individual brilliance. You know, bullshit. And then we lost against West Ham in the Carabao Cup. But that was like, what do you expect? We were playing 11 reserves for 95% of the game. We didn't even put the effort in to win it. And then, of course, we had this road bump against Aston Villa. And I think that was what kind of woke us up in a way. But we should have won the Aston Villa game. We should have had a penalty. The goal Aston Villa scored shouldn't have been a goal because it was offside. This game, it's like we got a good start. We were keeping the tempo. We were keeping the ball. We had possession. They counterattacks. They had some good counterattacks. They had some good goal scoring opportunities. And you know what? The man of the match is David De Gea. He saved so many chances that normally would have been goals. But that's what you get when you have one of the best goalkeepers in the world. That's his job. I say it again. It's David De Gea's job to save those, regardless of how good or bad the chances are. His job is to be the last guy in defense. His job is to keep the goal clean from balls. He did his job like everyone else. Jeez, get over it. Oh, I'm so excited. We won the game, and I said this is a must-win game, and it was. It really was. If a draw would have been, it would have given us a chance, because it would have given us a point. But we still would have been last. We would have been 1 point behind Villareal. We would have been 2 points behind Young Boys. We would have been three points behind Atalanta. So it wouldn't have been a disaster. But it's so much better. The outlook now with 3 points is so much better. Because next game, I think, is it Atalanta at home or is it away? I think it's Atalanta, but I'm not sure if it's home or away. If we can beat Atalanta, that will put us, and if Young Boys beat Villareal, well, then there's us and Young Boys on top, depending on the goal difference. If Young Boys and Villareal plays a draw, or Villareal wins, then we are on top of the group stages, and on top of our groups. Now, I want to say another thing too. To all the fake fans out there who says, "Oh, no tactics and only out and it's so bad and blah 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 blah." Well, have you seen what Manchester City has done in the Champions League and where they are? Did you see what happened to Chelsea today? Yeah, Chelsea lost. Chelsea is in second place in their group, and they're equal points as Zenit, I think it is. So you know what? Do we want to start calling Tuchel out now too from Chelsea? He lost today. Chelsea lost. He should be replaced. Tuchel must be replaced. He's a terrible coach. He has no tactics. He relies on individual brilliance from Werner, Havertz, Lukaku. Lukaku couldn't even score today. Maybe we should... Hey, where are all the people saying Tuchel out? Oh, what about Pep out? Pep is doing terrible in Champions League this year. The only club from England who is doing fairly good, but that's because they are in a freaking simple group, is Liverpool. They are the only ones doing fairly okay, but then again, their group is so easy that even a backyard team could stay on top of that group. So let's not jump the boat a little bit too soon here, because football is football and the ball is round, and sometimes you have to fight to win the game, and like we did today. Most of the time, then 95% of the time, you fight to the bitter end to win the game. Not all games are easy wins or big wins. If you think that, you better find yourself another sport. Maybe you should take up curling. That should help you. We won 3 points, 2-1. My prediction came through. I said 2-1 before the game. Look up my video. I said 2-1. Knowledge. Not like these fake fans. Oh, and the fake fan channels. You know who they are.